7 Coronation Street spoilers next week. Lauren's fate revealed and Daisy makes shock DNA decision. Cassie faces the music. Abby is furious and the Platts live in fear. Read on for all your Coronation Street spoilers from the 20th to the 24th of January 2025. 1. Courtroom drama unfolds in Lauren Bolton's murder trial. As Lauren Bolton's murder trial continues, her day takes a dramatic turn. Roy Cropper, a witness for the defense, describes Lauren as a compassionate and caring person. However, the courtroom is shaken when Bree, wearing a sling and sitting in the public gallery, interrupts to accuse Lauren of attacking her while in prison. Lauren denies allegations amid family crisis. Lauren, visibly shocked by the accusation, quickly reassures her barrister that the claim is false. In the midst of the tense moment, her barrister delivers distressing news. Lauren's young son, Frankie, is ill and has been rushed to the hospital. Torn between her duties in court and her concern for her son, Lauren struggles with the growing emotional pressure. Max Turner cross-examines Lauren. Tensions escalate. As Max Turner intensifies his cross-examination, Lauren grows increasingly agitated. Frustrated by the situation, she unexpectedly lashes out in court, declaring that she is glad Joel is dead. With emotions running high, she later learns that Frankie has an infection, further fueling her anxiety about the trial. She admits to Max that, at this point, she's convinced that prison is inevitable. A courtroom verdict looms as Lauren faces uncertainty. In the hospital, Lauren is fixated on her son's condition, barely able to focus on the ongoing trial. Despite her inner turmoil, she remains by Frankie's side as the jury deliberates. D.D. Bailey eventually informs her that the jury has been unable to reach a verdict, leaving Lauren filled with dread over what this might mean for her future. Returning to the courtroom for the final decision, Lauren's fate hangs in the balance. 2. Daisy Midgley conceals a secret as Bethany Platt plans her departure. Daisy Midgley has a major secret, and the pressure is mounting as Daniel Osborne insists on a DNA test to determine if she is carrying his child. Despite this, Bethany Platt is focused on a career move, calling a magazine in London to inquire about the status of a job offer she has been considering. The DNA test and tensions rise. Daisy arranges for the DNA test, requesting that Daniel accompany her. The next day, in the Rovers, Daisy is enraged to learn that Jenny Connor has packed up her belongings for sale to repay Carla, and to make matters worse, Bethany purchased one of Daisy's expensive designer handbags. Bethany makes her decision as Daisy's world shifts. Back at the flat, Daniel remains tight-lipped about his whereabouts. However, everything changes when Bethany surprises him by announcing she has accepted the job offer in London and wants to consider relocating temporarily. At the pub, Daniel and Sarah celebrate Bethany's new opportunity. But Daisy's mood darkens when Bethany shows her a pregnancy test she discovered in her bag. Bethany assumes Kit Green is the father, and Daisy's jealousy grows. Bethany, thinking Kit Green is the father, wishes Daisy well. However, when they meet at the Rovers for a quiz night, Daisy grows increasingly uncomfortable as both Kit and Daniel are present. The situation escalates when Bethany shares that she and Daniel have set a wedding date, pushing Daisy to her breaking point. Hospital visit and a growing complication. Later, Daisy experiences pain and is taken to the hospital by Jenny. Kit arrives soon after, and Daisy invites him to join her for the ultrasound, further complicating the dynamics of her already strained relationships. Daisy's silent decision and unanswered questions. As Bethany prepares to leave for London, Daniel, Sarah, and Bethany work together to move her belongings out of the flat. Sarah confronts Daisy, accusing her of sabotaging Bethany's relationship. Meanwhile, Daisy receives the DNA results but decides to keep the information to herself. She deletes the message and tells Jenny that the identity of the father doesn't matter, leaving everyone questioning why Daisy is keeping such a significant secret. 3. Ken Barlow confronts Cassie Plummer. Adam Barlow and Alia Nazir find Cassie alone at Ken's house, asking why she's there while he's out. Cassie explains she was cleaning Ken's bedroom, but once Adam and Alia leave, she takes out Ken's credit card from her pocket, furtively replacing it later on. A downcast Daniel later warns Ken not to be too trusting with Cassie, as Bertie saw her slipping something into his drink and swore him to secrecy. When Ken confronts Cassie over the allegation, what will Cassie do? 4. Abby Webster sees red over Toya Habib's interference. Abby insists that Roy has got the wrong end of the stick, and she's furious when Toya suggests Abby see a grief counselor. Abby accuses Toya of trying to steal her young son Alfie. But will she be forced to admit that she really does need help over the trauma of witnessing Mason Radcliffe's murder? 5. Leanne Battersby is humiliated. Leanne gives Amy MacDonald a check for £12,000 and explains it's from her dad Les's compensation money. Leanne wants Amy to have the money as part payment towards the money the Institute stole from her. Tracy Barlow points out to Leanne that neither of them has any mates, so they should head out and have some fun together. In the bistro, the pair enjoy watching Toya getting grief from Abby. The next day, Leanne helps herself to a bottle of wine in the bistro and, spotting Debbie Webster storming out after a row with Ronnie Bailey, Leanne joins Ronnie and orders another bottle from disapproving Toya. Drunk Leanne drapes herself over Ronnie, flirtily suggesting they have some fun. But Sam Blakeman witnesses her behavior and she's mortified. The following day, Leanne rushes to court for her sentencing. But on the way, Debbie deliberately drives through a puddle and soaks her. Toya and Nick Tilsley find a soaked Leanne, and Toya insists on giving her a lift. Receiving a community order, Leanne leaves court telling Toya she wants nothing more to do with her. Tracy points out that not only did Toya steal her man, but also Leanne's flat with all her things in it. Will this tempt Leanne into more revenge? 6. David and Shona Platt unite over troubling warning. At the police station, David's surprised to bump into Andy, a fellow former prisoner who insists they swap numbers. Meanwhile, at home, Shona is shaken when Lily hands her a note from a man in the precinct who said to pass it to David. Shona gives it to David, and it's a message from Harvey Gaskell demanding an extra £10,000 in interest. David is spooked to realize that Harvey's cronies knew Lily, and he and Shona make a pact to keep tabs on the kids at all times. Things get worse when Michael Bailey calls round with David the dog in a blanket, telling the Platts he found him at the side of the road and that the pet has been hit by a car. David and Shona secretly wonder if Harvey is behind this. And later, David returns home with a hammer and baseball bat, telling Shona that until they can pay Harvey, they need to protect themselves. Shona is deeply worried, but how much danger are they in? 7. Lisa Swain makes a promise to Carla Connor. Unwell Carla returns home from the hospital, and Lisa promises her that she's going to look after her, with Carla in need of a second kidney transplant, and her deceptive killer brother Rob Donovan offering to donate one of his. Will Carla's life be saved? Or is Rob's plan different to what he's claiming?
Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.